When you choose to advertise with a YouTube creator, you're getting so much more than a traditional method of contact. This isn't a leaflet in somebody's mailbox. This is a truly targeted campaign out to a very engaged audience. You're doing it through a mouthpiece that they already trust and recognize. For me, I know exactly what my audience wants to see. I know who's watching, I know when they're watching, and I know the best way to tell them about whatever it is that you guys want to get across. I've definitely worked with brands in the past. One of my favorites was one of my early campaigns where I teamed up with a kids gaming company on a 2-video campaign. They wanted to introduce the world to a new character that was coming out in their game, and I wanted to show my audience how to make something really fun for their kids' parties. What we ended up with was a fantastic result where the brand got the exposure that they wanted. My audience found a great, unique way to throw an amazing over-the-top gaming themed party, and I got to tell my story in a really authentic way that resonated incredibly well with the audience. That particular campaign was one of my favorites because the brand was incredibly easy to work with. They understood the need for creative control at my end so that they could get their message across in the most authentic way. And while they definitely had their touch points and their key messages that they wanted to get across, they allowed me to integrate them in a way that I knew would resonate really well with the audience. Any brand that I work with, I have to enjoy the product for starters, but I also want to make sure that it's going to be a good fit for my audience. I've actually said no to more brand campaigns than I've said yes to, just because I didn't feel like they were a good fit for the people that are watching my channel. I want any brand campaign to be the most amazing result for the advertiser, for the viewer, and I want to be able to have enough creative freedom to actually create something that I know the audience is going to like. Working with brands that understand that relationship that a YouTuber has with their audience and allow that creative freedom, for me, that's the ultimate brand partnership. That's a really good question. It feels like there's a new digital platform emerging almost every week at the moment, and for me as a digital content creator, it's my job to be across them all. I love the live aspect that these platforms offer, and I think that as audiences start consuming their content in different ways, faster and more on the fly, it's a great way for me to be able to interact with my existing audience on a completely new level. YouTube versus Facebook's on the tip of everyone's tongues right now, and it's one that I'm watching play out with very keen interest. For me, YouTube's the home of my brand, it's a hub for my content, and it's the place that my viewers know they can come back every week for new video content. That being said, in the month of July, the My Cupcake Addiction Facebook page was the 8th most viewed Facebook page in the world, up against the likes of BuzzFeed and companies that have had multi-million-dollar cash injections. There's my little owned and operated site made here in the Gold Coast from my very own kitchen. I think whether you're a brand advertiser or a content creator, you need to have a presence on both platforms.